Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing some Jeffree Star Cosmetics products. I have some concealers, as well as one of the corrector shades, and even one of the setting powders. If you're ready to take a look and see what my thoughts are on these products, keep on watching. Okay, so first of all, I'm wearing pink today. Almost never wear pink, so I thought it'd be a very special occasion and very fitting considering that most of Jeffree Star's products have pink in it already in some way, shape, or form, so I thought that would be very fitting to go with the whole vibe. So as far as first product to start with, let's talk about the corrector shade. This color is peach. This is from the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer Collection that is very new, fairly new I should say. Corrector is a nice peach tone. As far as the applicator goes for the corrector and the concealers, it's this doe foot that has a little hole in the center so it holds extra product. I find this to be actually very helpful. I've seen YSL do this before with some of their lip products, so I'm happy to see this in a concealer form or corrector form as far as an easy application. Now the purpose of a corrector is really focused on any discoloration on the skin. By applying a corrector and then a concealer or foundation over it, you can greatly reduce the amount of physical foundation or concealer or product that you have to apply over it, and it really helps to hide those imperfections and discolorations and really give you a much more even, flawless finish without being heavy or cakey. So for me, I tend to get some discoloration under the eye, which I would say most people do get. It is kind of a dark circle, more so just that kind of blue, purpley tone kind of showing through right in here. For other people, it can be sun damage, it can be age spots, it can be bruising, scarring, hyperpigmentation. There's a whole host of things that could merit the use of a corrector. For me, I find that I really only necessarily need it in that area. If I want to be a little extra, I sometimes will take a little bit just into the very inner corners. Sometimes I need a little bit just right here. I could maybe do a little bit just in this area, although it's not really necessary. If I were to completely shave, I would probably need to apply a little bit around the chin or mouth area. Or not, I'll apply a little bit right there. Just get a little added warmth. As far as the texture of these products goes, I would say that they are like a liquid cream with a little tiny bit of a gel hybrid formulation. It's a very unique product. I've not really felt a texture quite like it before, to be honest. I do find that it has a somewhat luminous finish while also kind of smoothing and blurring the skin a little bit. Could this help around areas where you have some fine lines, so around the eye? Yes, it could. Is it going to get rid of them or be crease proof? No, I don't think any product can do that or can not crease at all. Although I find that this is less creasing than some concealers I've used. I think the creaminess gives it a really nice blendability and hydration. This is a little bit more coverage than what I would wear for every day. This would definitely be more of a special occasion or photo shoot type of makeup for me, but I am very happily impressed with the product. Another thing that we should just talk about really quickly is the packaging. It is this really amazing lucite packaging where you can see the color of the product inside. You have a beautiful domed top that is almost transparent. It has a sheer opacity, and then you have this gold triangle on the, gold star on the top that is very reminiscent of his logo and his branding, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So I think that there's a lot of beautiful thought that went into the package, as well as his actual logo on the front and the back, if you will, of the product. The numbering on the bottom is also in pink, pretty easy to see. It goes from C0 to a C30, so there is a fairly wide range of colors on the site. As far as the 3 shades of concealer that I have a C4, a C6, and C10. So I'll show you C4, C6, and C10. Now this one is technically considered more of a rose undertone. I would consider this neutral. I don't necessarily see rose in it, but I think that the entire range kind of veers a little bit more towards that yellow or golden olivey spectrum. So this is probably pink compared to the other tones. That's the C4. Then we have C6. I think that this would be a much more complementary tone for my skin, as far as concealing, adding a little bit of brightness but not being too bright. As far as what the C6 is considered light skin with olive tones or olive undertones, I would say that it's neutral with a little bit of olive or a little bit of gold in it. I would consider it leaning a little bit more neutral still. C10 I don't personally find to be too dissimilar as to the 6. If anything, I find that the 10 is almost a little bit on the brighter side, to be honest. Now this is considered for medium skin tones with olive undertone. I think that the 10 is a little bit lighter than the 6, but it may just happen to oxidize more after some time on the skin. But from my experiences, I've been able to interchange the two fairly easily, to be honest. Now let's apply. I want to apply a little bit of the C4 to get an extra bright finish, even though this is definitely a very light color for me. Plus, I with the concealers, you don't have to continually dip back into the product because of the actual applicator design with that hollow center. It really does hold a good amount of the product. I will say that because there's, I think, 20% pigment in this formulation, it does have a good coverage. You probably don't need as much product as you think you would need. So I'm going in with the C6 now. Now for the C10. It's not necessary to use this many concealers on your face for any day or a special occasion, but I have them all, so I figured why not, let's go ahead and use them. As far as what I'm going to blend this out with, I'm going to use a beauty blender. And as far as the foundation I'm going to use on my face, I think I'm going to go with my Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua. Yeah, 20 is good. Because I have a decent amount of the concealer on already, I don't need a ton of foundation. I will say that the Vitalumiere Aqua from Chanel is more of a, I would say medium buildable coverage. It won't build up to like full. It's definitely enough coverage when paired with a concealer. Now I have used this concealer a few times already. I've not used it with this particular foundation yet. But so far, every foundation I have used it with that I normally wear has blended in really beautifully. And I have to say that that looks very nice, I think. It's giving the amount of coverage that I'm looking for. Like I said, I don't personally like really, really full coverage. I like more so just like a brightening and a a noticeable reduction of any discoloration or darkness under my eye. I usually do not apply as much coverage to my forehead. I find that I don't really need as much there, so I do more brightening through the very center. And then I usually just like bronze the perimeter. So I'm doing a very, very thin layer along the top, trying to carefully blend it into my hairline without getting it on any of my blonde hair. So now that's all applied. Do I think I need more coverage? Not necessarily. Would I like to add a little bit more brightness under the eye? Why not? So I'll go in with the C4, just to kind of demonstrate the product for you. Everything else in the face I think looks fantastic, so just to, you know, see how it builds up and if you can add extra brightness. Does definitely build up a little bit. I find that that did brighten a tiny bit more. Let me know in the comments down below if you find that made a difference or not. I like it. I think that's good. I have used the setting powder several times. For me, my under eyes get very, very dry, so I'm going to opt to use my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under my eyes. That's just a product that I know works for me. Let's use the Jeffree star now, because I want something a little bit stronger for the eyelid. This is the translucent. Comes in several different shades. Translucent is best if you want an extra brightening effect, or if you have, I would say, light to very fair skin. It smells really, really good. It has a, well, it's described as a cotton candy scent, and it definitely is. It's like a cotton candy that's been caramelized. It actually smells really, really good. And the scent dissipates. It's only there pretty much like during the application process. Once it's on, you don't notice it on your face throughout the day at all. Because the foundation that I chose has such a luminous finish, I don't want to set it too much, so I'm only going to set really where I get pores, which is just the very center here. I want to keep the luminosity on the rest of the face, so I'm just blending out. Let me add a little bit of bronzer and everything else to my face. I always pull back right here so I get the smoothest application. That's, I mean, everything. That's everything. Woo! I'm obsessed with this. Can I bathe in it? Wow. The very small, whatever is left on here, the smallest amount, I'm just going down like this part of my nose. Wow, that's so pretty. Love it. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay, here is my finished look. I really, really like the product. I have to say the concealers and the correctors are really, really nice. I mean, some of my go-tos that I normally use are MAC, I think it's Select Moisture Cover, which comes in that like lip gloss tube. Yves Saint Laurent All Hours Concealer, Giorgio Armani High Precision Retouch. Those are kind of my 3 most used concealers, and I have to say that this I like just as much, if not more. To be determined, but I have to say it's on par with all of those. So I'm very happy with it. I think that it's a very nice balance between smoothing and covering, as well as still giving hydration and that kind of healthy luminosity to the skin without it having any like glitter or shimmer particles. It's just a really, really nice formulation. I have to say it's really good. It's really good. Corrector definitely helped to reduce any of that like blue-purple darkness on the under eye area and just kind of warm up the rest of my face and make it look nice and fresh. I think the setting powder works really well. I'm very oily, so will I still have to set throughout the day? Yes, I have to say that I have to do that with any product. This setting powder, the translucent to set the face, hands down, definitely will use that on a regular basis. The concealers, I'll definitely use again, for sure. On a day-to-day basis, I'll probably just use the C6 or the C10, and then for my kind of, you know, going out or special occasion moments, then I would add in a little bit of the C4 to add the extra brightness and definitely add that corrector in. Leave me comments down below on if you've tried these products before, what your thoughts were, and if you have any questions. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and follow my channel, please. I would love that. But let's try that again, because that's awful. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button so that you get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys again very soon. I love this. I need to go somewhere tonight. I need to go out somewhere because I look too good to just stay at home. I'll change my shirt though and probably take off the lip, but out of that.